Hello everyone, I am Anamika Chaturvedi from UP Institute of Design, Noida. I am here to discuss about marketing mix in service marketing. This is the ongoing process, this is the ongoing class. So, in earlier class, we have studied about the characteristics, differentiation, types of service marketing. So, today we will discuss what are the marketing mix in service marketing. Basically, service marketing is more challenging than the goods marketing owing to the unique characteristic of service. Why? Because the services are having very unique characteristics rather than the goods. So, it is very difficult to market them, very difficult to mix them with all the elements of marketing mix. According to the B.H. Booms and M.J. Bittner suggested to 7 P's of marketing mix model for service firm. Because service marketing is the term which is developed and consumed simultaneously. So, when the both things has simultaneously doing in the process and the people are involved in service marketing, that is why it is important to add some new parts, some new marketing elements in marketing mix, which are people, process and physical evidence. Because services is having the characteristics that is that you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot feel it. So, you can only have to consume the services. That is why the service marketing is a combination of different elements of services marketing that companies use to communicate their organizational and brand message to customer. So, these are some elements with the help of that the organization marketed their product, they attract the consumer, they communicate about their product to the consumer. So, that is why and also they make their brands with the help of these elements, marketing mix, elements of marketing mix. So, mix consists of 7 P's as we will study further. These are the components of service marketing mix. Marketing mix is the specific combination of interrelated and interdependent marketing activities that an organization does to achieve its objective. So, what are the objective of organization? That is important to understand. The objective of the organization is the profit maximization, is the inform about your product to the consumer, to attract more and more consumer, to have satisfy the need of consumer. So, for that the service marketing has to connect and interlinked sub element. With the help of that, they can convey the message to the consumer that we are having the best product, they can promise to the consumer, they can deliver values to the consumer. Because until unless you will deliver values to the consumer, consumer will not be loyal customer to you, they will not give you their loyalty. So, there are many elements which are known as the 7 P's of marketing, which are product, price, place, promotion, people, process and physical evidence. So, as you remember the 4 P's of marketing by the Kotler. In 4 P's of marketing, we have studied product, price, place and promotion. So, these 4 are the older marketing mix elements which is used in products, goods. But these 3 elements are physical evidence, process and people. These are the new elements which define or which help to convey message to the consumer about the services. That is why as a whole these are known as the 7 P's of marketing. So, next product, we will discuss it one by one. Product means the goods and services combination the company offer to the target market. Kotler and Armstrong says that product means goods and services combination the company offer to the target market. It means services or goods or something which we offer to the consumer which the marketeer offer to the target consumer. So, service is an intangible product. As we have studied or we have discussed in our earlier classes, what are the services? So, the nature of services was, services are intangible in nature, they are intangible products. So, if you remember, what is intangibility? Intangibility, that you cannot touch it, that you cannot see it, you can only avail it, that is intangibility. So, they are intangible in nature. It consists of bundle of features and benefit, features and benefits. So, in services what you can have? You have only the basis features and benefit, and that is the bundle of features and benefit known as the service. And it is a specific target market. As such, there is a high level of flexibility and opportunity to be innovative in designing a product offer. It means there is an opportunity for the marketer to design and make a good combination for the consumer. With the help of that, the marketer can attract more and more customer, and they can have more profit from the consumer. And when the organization is providing good product, good service product to the customer is itself being loyal customer to the consumer, to the marketer, to the company. So, we have Philip Kotler's 5 product level. So, we can take it as a service product. So, first is the core benefit. Core benefit is what? Core benefit is known as the reason for that you are availing the services. We can take the example of, suppose that you are going to some hill station, in some hill station. So, you have to stay over there for 2 nights or 1 night. So, what is your basic need? Your core benefit, what is your core benefit? What is your fundamental need? The fundamental need or want that a consumer satisfy by consuming the product. So, fundamental need of want is to stay at night, sleeping overnight. So, the first is core benefit. When you are availing the services or when you are dividing the services, so first step is to core benefit, and the core benefit is you want to stay at night. So, next is the generic product. So, what is generic product? Includes the basic feature of a product that are necessary for it to achieve its core benefit. The necessity, it means basic things, the necessity which achieve the core benefit. So, if you want to stay at the night, that is the core benefit, you want to take rest. So, you need some bed. There should be bed, there should be washroom, there should be some light in the room. So, these are the basic generic product. These are the generic product in services, if you talk about the service marketing. Next is the expected product. What is expected product? Includes the set of attributes that buyer expect. So, it means it is related with the expectation of consumer. Suppose consumer is availing some services, so there is some expectation of consumer. So, we can take the example again, back to our hotel example. If the person want to stay at the night, that is the basic core benefit, and the basic or the generic requirement is there should be some bed and some light or washroom. Expectation is when suppose the person is entering in the hotel room, the expectation is there should be hygiene, there should be clean bed sheet, there should be some music in the room, or there should be towel, soaps, oil, shampoo, it should be in the washroom. So, these are the expectations. The people will talk to me very smoothly or very delicately, and they will interact with me in a good manner. So, these are some expectation of product by the consumer. So, next is the augmented product. So, what is augmented product? It include additional features, benefit, attributes or related services that differentiated the product from the competitor. So, how this is the opportunity for the marketer, how they can differentiate their product from their competitors, because whatever the competitors are selling, it should this is the same, if you are selling the same product, that there is nothing in augmented product. If you are offering something extra from your competitor, then you are offering augmented product to the consumer, then consumer can attract towards you. For example, if someone is staying at your hotel, so you are offering them free breakfast or free welcome drink or free coffee or tea. So, suppose that they bought some breakfast and you are offering free coffee, milk or tea, whatever they want. So, that is some augmented product that customer is not expected, you have done this. So, it means they will prefer your hotel over to the competitor hotels. So, these are some extra benefit, and every consumer want these kind of extra benefit for their own profit. So, when you want to make your product augmented product, so you should be combined with some extra benefit, and you should go through the consumer competitors analysis, competitor positioning strategy. So, how the competitors are positioning themselves in the market, then can only you know what are the uniqueness of your competitor. On the basis of that, you can provide some extra features to your consumer to attract them. The last one is the potential product. Potential product includes all the augmentation and transformation product might undergo the future. It means you want to contact or you want to make your customer a loyal customer. So, you have to give something extra to the customer. For example, the hotel offer to the consumer, sir, if you come back to our hotel or you are revisiting to our hotel, we will give you 10% discount on your bill. So, this is something customer is not expected, or you make them a free member for 5 years or for 3 years. So, these are some potential product which make your customer future loyal product, and they will give some positive word of mouth about your hotel to the other customer. So, it will create a long chain of customer, and which is again beneficial for the consumer. So, student, it is need to understand what are the 5 product level. So, in services, it is not only to make a product good quality of product. No, you have to update your service product day by day. You have to come up with the upgradation all the time, because the services are developed and consumed simultaneously. So, next P in the 7 P's is price. So, price is the amount the consumer must exchange to receive the offering, right. So, if you are offering something to the consumer, in the exchange of that you are receiving something. So, the pricing decision is critical in services, as the component of the marketing mix alone determine the revenue of the firm. Consumer sensitive to price would be higher in services. Why? Because these are the uniqueness of consumer, these are the very unique characteristics of services, because every customer is having their own requirement, and services are customized in their nature. So, when the services are customized in their nature and one customer is having different requirement, another customer is having different requirement, so it is very difficult to set a standard price. So, you need to understand, in service marketing, pricing is basically depend on perception of various groups of people that are targeted by the organization. The pricing strategies are like goods pricing too, like cost plus pricing, price scheming, price penetration, psychological pricing. For example, we can take the example of Jio. Jio is in service industry, in communication industry, and what they do? They go for the price penetration. They go for the price penetration. Why? Because they want to capture the entire market. So, they drop down their prices, they always keep their prices very low as compared to the another competitors like Airtel, Vodafone. So, what happened? Gradually the consumer converted to the Jio, because they are having more benefit and extra efforts, extra benefits, extra services from the Jio in very less amount. So, that kind of pricing is always attract to the consumer. It depends on the marketeer what kind of a strategy they are opting. Like price skimming, Jet Airways, Lufthansa Airways, they are always in a high price. They are having their own customer. So, every organizations are having their own pricing strategy. As you have learned in psychological about, you have heard about the psychological pricing, like if you want to buy a communication pack like 399, 299 student pack, student version of the Jio phone or Jio internet services. So, these are having 399, 299, 199. So, these are the psychological pricing that having at assumption by the consumer that he has not to pay 200 rupees, he has to pay only 199. So, pricing is again an important factor in 7 P's of marketing. Place. Place includes company activities that make the product available to the target consumer. So, the services should be available to the consumer all the time. So, basically due to the inseparability and intangibility of the services, because the services are intangible and inseparable in nature, these two characteristics do not allow a service from follow the same channel as the goods is having, which is available for the goods marketing. So, distribution channel is not possible, like wholesaler, retailer are not possible, because the services are having consumption and production both are at the same time. So, services are having advantage of using the direct selling approach, or also through the agents, broker, franchisee, electronic channels which are used for distribution of services. For example, if you want to purchase insurance, you have to contact to the agent, right. Insurance agent, you want to purchase a Mediclaim policy, you can contact to the agents. They are having various number of various agents in the market, right. So, next is the promotion. Promotion includes all the activities marketer undergo for inform consumer about their products and to encourage potential customer to buy these products, like sales advertising, sales promotion, public relation, direct marketing, online communication, personal selling. So, every organization go through all these kind of advertisement, all these kind of promotion for the service promotion. So, you can have social media promotion. As you see, there are many products that you will see in your mail. These are the kind of promotion. So, direct marketing, people talk to you that you have a requirement of loan, you want to open a current saving account, you want to buy share, you want a medical policy. So, these are, we are having 10% discount on pizza, or on Wednesday we are having one pizza free on another. So, these are some kind of promotion policies are always going through the entire year to attract the consumer. Next is the additional P's. What are the additional P? As we have discussed earlier, the services are different from the goods and the nature of their characteristics, like intangibility, like inseparability, like people are involved, because in services people are equally involved in production and consumption of the services. That is why it is very important to add them. And the physical evidence are those things which can show you that you are availing the services. For example, you are staying in a hotel, there should be some room, there should be some bed, there should be some person who you can contact. So, there should be some waiter. So, these are the physical evidence that give proof that services is going on or services delivery is in the process. So, developing objective and policies for physical environment, facilitating goods and other tangible cues is come under the physical evidence, while the people developing objectives and policies in relation to behavior, attitude and interpersonal selling skills in service delivery. So, when services are going to deliver or at the time of delivery, after the delivery, the people are involved for after sale services or for the feedback. Process, developing objective and policy for the process, mechanism and routine used to create and deliver services. So, these are the process at the time of delivery and before the delivery of services. People, all human actors who play a part in the service delivery and influence the buyer perception, namely the firm's personnel, customer, other customer. So, basically in the people we involve frontline staff, because frontline staff are those people who determine customer satisfaction with the overall service encounter. They are usually the link between the service and its customer. For example, you go to the hotel and you are interacting with the home, you are interacting with the waiter, you are interacting with the, so first of all you are interacting with the person who are standing behind the desk, the receptionist. So, the people are very much important in service marketing. They should be trained, they should be polite. So, creating customer service focused, and earlier as you can do, you can see in the goods, the management traditional organizational structure, top management at the priority and customer as the least number. But in service marketing and modern service marketing style, the customer are at the first. Customer service focused organizational structure, this organization who make the arrangement or structure their organization based on the customer service focused, where the customer at the priority and then customer service start, because the customer service staff are the person who interact with the consumer and they give feedback about the consumer, and also they have the all they are the person who deliver, they are the representative of the organization for the consumer. Next is the people. So, people are the right content staff, there should be right content, their recruitment of the people should be right attitude and service personality, and they should be empowered with some frontline staff should always empowered with some authority to take decision, and they should be trained time to time, they should get training how to interact with the consumer. And reward for staff for service delivery, there should be some reward, as you have heard in Domino's, the employee of the week, right. They have reward scheme that work as acknowledgement, they should feel motivated, then they can perform well at the front of the consumer. Process, the actual procedure, mechanism and flow of activity by which the service is delivered, right. So, in simple term, management of process is the managing service encounter, interaction between the service employee, interaction between the service employees and customer service environment. Basically, the moment of truth is important. As the customer arrive and start interacting, first time interacting with the person who are sitting at the desk or the frontline people, it is known as the moment of truth. So, it is very important how we are delivering the services. For that, we study further the blueprint, service blueprint, how the customer will come and how will interact, how we will deliver services to the consumer. So, organizations or marketer need to improve their service delivery process, because service delivery process is the key to sustain long term in the market. Next is the physical evidence. Physical evidence are the environment in which the service is delivered and where the firm and customer interact, and any tangible components that facilitate perform of the communication of services. So, how services are delivering? What is the proof? There's the physical evidence are the proof, signage, the symbol, the infrastructure, the building, the assets. With the help of that, the services take place, the delivery of services takes place. Aims to offset the intangibility of services, this incorporate tangible such as location, building, exterior, interior, design, decor, stationery, uniform and promotional material. So, how we know? We are delivering the services with the help of these. So, another service escape. Service escape is basically spatial layout, functionality, sign, symbol, artifacts, ambient condition like temperature, lighting. So, when you are entering in a hotel, you need all these things to feel that there is a good services which is delivering to the consumer. So, service marketing mix is the combination of all these 7 P's. I hope you understand the concept. That is all from my side. Bye bye students. Thank you.